What if I told you that buying the wrong pre-built gaming PC could cost you over $1,000 for absolutely no extra performance? Right now, some of the biggest names in tech are charging insane markups just for a flashy logo on the front. They'll sell you top-tier specs on paper, but hide cheap power supplies, terrible cooling, and zero upgrade paths behind all that RGB glow. I spent the last 2 months putting every major brand to the test, running stress tests, tracking frame rates, measuring noise and thermals, and what I found will shock you. Today I'm revealing the top 5 pre-built gaming PCs worth your money in 2025. Some are wildly overpriced, others are hidden gems selling at half their real value. And trust me, the number one pick, it's not the most expensive. In fact, it beats them all without even trying. Let's dive in, because your next gaming rig shouldn't be a gamble. Let's be real, most people judge a gaming PC by 3 things: the GPU, the CPU, and how flashy the RGB lights look. But here's what no one tells you: those specs mean nothing if the system can't handle its own heat. I tested a machine that promised, extreme performance with an RTX 4090, only to see its frame rate drop by 30% after just 20 minutes of gameplay. Why? A cooling system that couldn't keep up. That's called thermal throttling, and it turns your high-end beast into a budget laptop within hours. And it's not just about temperature, it's about build quality. Some brands slap together premium parts but pair them with a $60 power supply that could fry your entire rig during a surge. Others make upgrading nearly impossible. Sealed cases, proprietary screws, cables glued in place. You're not buying a PC, you're buying a prison for future upgrades. Then there's noise. Ever tried streaming or recording with a PC that sounds like a jet engine? Exactly. The truth is, the best pre-built PCs aren't just about raw power. They balance performance, cooling, upgradeability, and long-term value. A great machine should run cool, stay quiet, let you swap parts easily, and last at least 4 to 5 years without feeling outdated. And when you judge them by that standard, some so-called flagships completely fall apart. Which brings us to the first PC on this list. A machine sold as the ultimate powerhouse. But in reality, it might be the biggest overkill, and overcharge, of 2025. And what comes next will make you rethink everything you thought you knew about value. Let's talk about the machine that everyone thinks is the king of gaming PCs in 2025. The Alienware Area 51 2025. On paper, it's a monster. We're talking an Intel Core i9-14900KS RTX 4090 64GB of DDR5 RAM and a 2TB NVMe SSD that loads games faster than you can blink. This thing dominates 4K gaming, averaging over 120 FPS in every title I tested, even with ray tracing maxed out in Cyberpunk 2077. The liquid cooling system keeps temperatures rock solid under full load, and the custom cryo-tech design means no thermal throttling, no matter how hard you push it. And the build? Absolutely stunning. Glass panels, tool-free upgrades, cable management so clean it looks photoshopped. If you walked into a room with this on your desk, people would assume you're a pro streamer or a tech billionaire. It's not just a PC, it's a statement. But here's the cold truth. This machine starts at $4,999 and can easily hit $6,500 or more with upgrades. That's not just expensive, it's borderline absurd for most gamers. For that kind of money, you could buy a high-end pre-built and a brand new car. And let's be honest, 99% of players don't need this level of power. You're not gaining anything meaningful in Fortnite or Valorant by spending $6 grand. This isn't about gaming anymore, it's about flexing. It's built for creators streaming in 8K, or YouTubers who need raw rendering muscle. But if you're just a passionate gamer who wants smooth gameplay and great visuals, you're paying $3,000 extra just for bragging rights. And that's the illusion. Alienware sells you performance you don't need, wrapped in a design you can't resist. So, Yes, it's powerful. Yes, it's beautiful. But is it worth it for almost everyone? Absolutely not. Which makes what comes next even more shocking, because the best value on this list isn't hiding behind a six-figure price tag. It's lurking in a simple black tower, priced less than 1/3 of this beast, and it destroys expectations at its level. After that $6,500 Alienware flex, let's drop down to reality and talk about the PC that's quietly dominating the budget gaming scene in 2025. Meet the Lenovo Legion Tower 5 iGen 8, a no-frills, pitch-black tower that looks like it belongs in an office. But inside, it's a full-on gaming assassin. Specs on paper aren't mind-blowing. Intel Core i5-13400F RTX 4060 16GB of DDR4 RAM, and a 512GB NVMe SSD. But don't let the modest list fool you. This thing crushes 1080p gaming. I ran CS2 at max settings, over 200 FPS rock solid, Elden Ring Hogwarts Legacy, even Alan Wake 2 with ray tracing enabled. All running smooth at 60 to 80 FPS on high to ultra settings. And thanks to DLSS 3, this machine will stay relevant for years as games get more demanding. Here's what shocked me most: the build quality at this price point. No cheap plastic, no rattling fans. The cooling solution is surprisingly effective. A custom tower cooler keeps the CPU ice cold, and the case fans move serious air without sounding like a vacuum cleaner. It's quiet, it's stable, and it's built to last. Lenovo didn't cut corners on the power supply either. It comes with a solid 650-watt unit, which means you can upgrade to a stronger GPU later if you want. The motherboard has room for extra RAM, PCIe slots are open, and the whole thing is designed for easy access. This isn't a dead-end PC, it's a smart starting point. And the price? $899 for the base model. You'll often find it on sale for $799, which makes it honestly one of the best deals in gaming right now. For parents buying their kids' first gaming PC, or for anyone stepping into PC gaming from consoles. This is the perfect gateway. No complicated builds, no driver nightmares. Just plug, play, and dominate. It proves you don't need flashy lights or a cult logo to deliver real performance. But here's the twist. While this machine owns the budget 1080p space, there's another battle raging at 1440p. And in that arena, two giants are going head-to-head. One wins on prestige, the other on pure value. And the winner might just surprise you. Now we're stepping into the sweet spot of modern gaming, 1440p, where performance meets visuals in perfect harmony. And if you're building your dream rig for this resolution, the Corsair Vengeance i7600 is the closest thing to a custom-built beast, without having to build it yourself. Specs? Clean and powerful. Intel Core i7-13700F RTX 4070 Super, 32GB of DDR5 RAM, and a 1TB Gen 4 NVMe SSD. This combo delivers buttery smooth frame rates, consistently hitting 80 to 120 FPS in most AAA titles at ultra settings. Ray tracing, enabled. DLSS 3, active. And still, no stutters, no hitches. Games like Starfield and Alan Wake 2, which choke weaker systems, run with cinematic fluidity here. But what really sets this PC apart isn't just the power, it's the craftsmanship. Corsair didn't just assemble parts, they engineered an experience. The case? The legendary Corsair 4000D Airflow, beloved by builders for its clean layout, excellent ventilation, and tool-free upgrades. Cooling? A Corsair H100i RGB Elite liquid cooler. Keeps the CPU frosty under load and looks absolutely stunning with customizable lighting. Every component is top-tier Vengeance RAM, a reputable PSU, and near-perfect cable management right out of the box. Even the RGB syncs flawlessly across components. If you're into that immersive glow this machine sings. At $1,899, it's not cheap, but you're paying for quality that lasts. This isn't a PC that'll feel outdated in 3 years. It's built to handle future upgrades, whether it's a faster GPU, extra storage, or more RAM. For content creators who stream while gaming or players who want no compromise 1440p performance, this is a rock-solid choice. It looks expensive, it performs like a high-end rig, and honestly, it deserves every bit of that reputation. But here's the catch, just because something looks perfect doesn't mean it's the best deal, because sitting right next to it in performance, but lower in price, is a machine that shouldn't even be in the same league. And when you see the numbers side by side, you'll wonder why anyone would pick the more expensive option. What comes next isn't just competitive, it's borderline unfair. Hold on. Because what you're about to hear might make you cancel your order right now. Meet the HP Omen 35L, a machine that delivers almost identical performance to the $1,899 Corsair, but costs $200 less. Yes, you heard that right. Same resolution sweet spot, 1440p ultra gaming, same level of smoothness, same future-proofing, but for just $1,699. Let's break it down. Intel Core i7-13700K RTX 4070, Ti Super 16GB DDR5 RAM, and a 1TB NVMe SSD. That GPU alone is a noticeable step up from the 4070 Super. We're talking higher frame rates and CPU-heavy titles, better ray tracing performance, and even more headroom for DLSS scaling. In Cyberpunk 2077 with full RT and path tracing, solid 70 to 85 FPS. Call of Duty Warzone at max settings, over 100 FPS, no drops. And thanks to the unlocked K-series CPU, there's serious overclocking potential if you want to squeeze out even more power. But HP didn't just win on specs, they won on design and reliability. The custom cooling setup includes a large tower cooler with a 92mm fan, plus strategically placed case fans that keep everything ice cold, even during 8-hour streaming sessions. No throttling, no noise spikes, just silent, stable performance. The case itself, a sleek angular design with tempered glass side panel, looks premium without screaming gamer rig. And inside, full ATX motherboard, tons of expansion slots, tool-free access to nearly every component. Upgrading RAM or storage takes minutes. Swapping GPUs? Easy. Plus it comes with a 750-watt power supply, leaving room to upgrade to an RTX 50 series card down the line. Now here's the real kicker. HP's customer support and warranty are among the best in the business. If something goes wrong, you're not stuck debugging for days or dealing with sketchy third-party builders. You call HP. They fix it. Fast. That peace of mind? It's priceless, especially when you're relying on your PC for work, streaming, or competitive play. So while the Corsair feels more premium, the Omen 35L delivers equal or even better performance, smarter engineering, and stronger long-term value, all at a lower price. It's not just a competitor, it's a direct challenge to every other brand charging extra for the same thing. And yet, as strong as this machine is, it still isn't number one. Because the top spot goes to a PC that doesn't just beat its rivals on specs or price, it beats them on smart design, real-world usability, and sheer bang for your buck. And trust me, you'll never look at pre-builts the same way again. After testing every major pre-built on the market, I didn't expect the best gaming PC of 2025 to come from a brand known for overpriced flagships. But the Alienware Aurora R16? It's not just good, it's revolutionary. And it completely redefines what a pre-built should be. Let's talk specs. Intel Core i9-13900F RTX 4070 Ti 16GB of DDR5 RAM and a 1TB NVMe SSD. On paper it doesn't beat the HP Omen in GPU power or the Corsair in RAM, but here's the secret. It's not about winning benchmarks, it's about winning real life. This machine delivers exceptional performance across the board, crushing 1080p at over 144 FPS, dominating 1440p with 80 to 120 FPS in most games, and even handling 4K in less demanding titles. The i9 offers insane multitasking power, perfect for streamers running OBS, Discord, and Chrome with like 50 tabs open, and DLSS 3 support means this rig will stay relevant for years, even as games get more brutal on hardware. But where the Aurora R16 truly shines? everything around the specs. Dell completely redesigned the chassis from the ground up. Gone are the complicated screws and hidden cables. Now you can upgrade RAM, storage, or even the GPU, all without tools. Just slide off the panel, swap the part, and you're done. It's that easy. The liquid cooling system is custom built for the Aurora. Transparent tubing, stunning RGB accents, and whisper-quiet operation even under full load. The case blends gaming aesthetics with professional elegance. Customizable LED zones sync with your games for full immersion, while the airflow and cable management look like they were done by a master builder. And here's what no one talks about: peace of mind. At $1,999, often dropping to $1,699 during promotions, it's priced competitively, but what you're really paying for is expert assembly, rigorous testing, and Alienware's legendary support. No guesswork, no driver issues, no "why won't my Wi-Fi work" panic. It just works. And when you factor in the time saved, the stress avoided, and the confidence that everything is optimized and protected, that's where the real value lies. This isn't just a PC, it's the perfect balance of performance, build quality, smart design, and long-term usability. You don't buy it because it's the fastest, you buy it because it's the smartest. And after 2 months of testing, countless benchmarks, and real-world gameplay sessions, there's no other pre-built that comes close. This is the one. The best gaming PC you can buy in 2025. Ready to play, built to last, and designed to impress. After months of testing, benchmarking, and real-world gameplay, one truth became crystal clear. The best gaming PC isn't the one with the highest price tag. It's not the one that looks the flashiest or claims the most power. The best pre-built is the one that fits your life, not the other way around. You could spend $6,500 on a machine you don't need. Or, you could get 95% of the performance for less than a quarter of the price. You could obsess over specs on paper, or you could choose a system that stays cool, runs quiet, and lets you upgrade without frustration. Value isn't just about cost, it's about time saved, stress avoided, and confidence gained. It's about turning on your PC and knowing it just works. No setup hell, no hidden flaws, no buyer's remorse. So before you click buy, ask yourself, do I need raw power, or do I need smart design? Am I paying for performance, or just a logo? Because in 2025, the game has changed, and the winners aren't the ones who spend the most, they're the ones who think the hardest. If this video saved you from an overpriced mistake or helped you find the perfect rig, smash that like button. It helps more gamers like you find this breakdown. Subscribe and hit the bell, because we drop updated pricing every week, and soon we're revealing the first Black Friday deals of the season, before anyone else. Got questions about builds, upgrades, or which PC fits your budget? Drop them in the comments. I read every single one. Until next time, play smart, stay sharp, and keep